Hi, my name is Chris Severs. I am a developer of Anchor Point training tools. I'm also a retired rugby player. Spent 40 seasons playing a pretty tough sport. I learned a lot about rehabbing knee injuries, rehabbing leg injuries of all sorts. And one of the things that I find very interesting about working with this type of training is its ability to help you train preventative work to strengthen your knees so you can withstand changes of direction and blows and basically all kinds of things that happen in the hurly-burly of sports to make the knees stronger. A lot of the training that you see being done today is, straight squats. It's very much in one dimension. It certainly makes you stronger jumping and running straight ahead, but all the strength we need for cushioning landings, for changing direction, stopping and starting, a lot of that work is done jumping off of boxes and dot drills and things like that. What this approach allows you to do is to create some resistance in the horizontal plane to give you some very realistic resistance to resist movement in ranges of motion that allows you to train essentially resistance for improving your knee strength, your leg strength in a lot of these same dimensions that we use when we're changing direction, when we're stopping and starting. This band here we can work with. First of all, with these long handles, we can simply make this into a long belt here. So we just loop one end around whatever our anchor is. And there are lots of different long bands in the market, lots of different belts. This happens to be one that's pretty handy. When I'm doing this type of work, I like to work from mid-anchor height in general. I think it's just a generally better anchor height to work from. It's not critical. You can work from the high or from the low, but I find the midpoint really works quite well. So you get your belt, and there's a number of different sort of drills you can work. The idea here is that you're going to create resistance from different angles as you're running and working to create harder landings and create resistance in different angles that you're working in. For example, we'll just start here moving backwards. So here I'm moving back, resistance to the side. So I'm creating resistance, as you can see, on the leg there, like that. All right. The next drill, we simply change our orientation to the force and we do it facing away. So here, same idea. All right, now we're moving away. And then to the right, the left. As you can see here, there's a certain amount of conditioning working with this resistance. You can also see that the resistance is pulling me, whether it's pulling me towards when I'm facing or pulling me from behind. It's creating different angles of resistance for my legs to deal with. The next approach, of course, if we just change our orientation to the anchor, now we can work sideways, and now we're working backwards here. Backwards. And you can see this, again, creating work. Another simple drill with the waist belt. Creating resistance in different dimensions is to do what we call the skater drill, where you're just lunging from one side to the other. In one direction you're creating more resistance lunging away, in the other direction you're creating additional resistance bringing you back, and it makes the landing, it adds resistance to the landing. So here you can see, for example, same idea with the skater drill, facing on. The resistance is pulling us towards. What we're doing here is we're still having to control and stabilize. More angles of resistance, more strength, more universal strength.